Alright boys, I am here to make a Hunter macro video so we can make a already broken class in Shadowlands even more broken. So without further ado, here are my top 4 macro types that I use in both Arena and Battlegrounds. And if you use these macros, I think that your enjoyment of Hunter is going to increase dramatically and your win rate should improve as well. Or at least that's been the case for me. So the first macro type I want to talk about is the Mouseover. This is pretty common, but I have it assigned to Conc Shot, Scatter Shot, even Kill Shot. And how it works is instead of having to have a target, you can mouse over something like these dummies here, and I can conc them, I can scatter them. If this was low health, I could kill shot them, all without having to change my target. And this is super clutch because if you're in the arena, let's say you're trying to move around, you're killing the healer, their DPS is coming at you. Alright, I'm going to just quickly conc that DPS, or I'm going to quickly scatter that DPS or whatever. The mouse over macro, again, this is how it looks like right here. I would put that on a lot of your primary shots that you know you're going to use a lot. So the silencing one, the CC one, the conc one, I have it on my kill shot, and I think I might have it on several others that I don't even know about. It's almost become a habit at this point, but it's super clutch. The second macro I highly recommend all hunters use and get used to is a trap macro. So let me show you how a trap looks like. You guys all know this if you're a hunter. If I click on freezing trap, I then have this green circle and I need to click somewhere else again to place that trap. And in dungeons and world PvP and against noobs, that might be okay. But in an arena situation, especially high rated arena, when you have to make really quick decisions, that double click is going to bite you in the ass. So what you want to do is you want to create this macro for all of your traps, which essentially places it at the cursor. It's one click now. So if I'm running around, I can click on my freezing trap or tar trap macro. Boom. There's my trap. Boom. There's my trap. And I have one for the high explosive one as well, which is one of my favorite macros to use in Arena. Boom. There's my explosive trap. So you do have to get used to putting your cursor in the right area, and it took me about like a day to get used to it. But once you have this set up, no more that green squiggly bar or the green squiggly aura. And then you can take it to the next level and put it with your resonating arrow. You can put it with your flare. So I go boom, freeze you druid, boom, slow you warrior, boom, I'm going to kill this healer around the corner, and then boom, there you are rogue, you're not going to vanish from me. Like, all that is super quick, one click, you don't have to double click. Alright, the third macro that I use is what I call a Trinket macro, or a kill macro. So I have the Sinful Aspirant's badge of Ferocity, which gives me 123 agility, which pretty much like increases my damage by, I don't know, 15-20%. I have to sim it, but it is a good amount. And I tag that with my resonating arrow. And if you're an orc, you can also put your Blood Fury, or I don't even know, is that what it's called? Is it Blood Fury? Like, what is the orc ratio? Now I'm curious. Yes, it is. Okay, Blood Fury. So you can put that with Blood Fury. You can put that with your Ferocity badge, and you can put that with Resonating Arrow, or True Shot, or Double Tap, whatever you want. But this saves a lot of button smashing. So when I, cast my Resonating Arrow, or cast my True Shot, or cast my Double Tap, all my different types of trinkets proc together. And this is usually after a good CC chain, and it's like kill time. Like, somebody is gonna die. Especially week 2 in Shadowlands when it's burst crazy and is OP, somebody's dying. And then lastly, I have a. Actually, let me just show you guys that again. So it's literally just very simple. Cursor macro for the resonating arrow, so I don't get that double click issue. Use resonating arrow. Use my badge, and then this is my PVE trinket. So ignore that for now. And then the last thing I use is focus macros. So focus is pretty neat and useful for me, but assigning focus can be a pain in the ass, right? Like, if you don't have a macro, what you have to do is you click on this as your target, you click on this as your secondary target, and then maybe you set focus or whatever. It's like kind of stupid. So what I've done is I've set a focus macro. I have two. One is to set focus, and the other one is to swap focus. I've assigned these two to the two buttons on my mouse. Like there's two side buttons on my mouse. The top button is to set the focus. The bottom button is to swap focus. So when I go into the arena and I see, DPS primary, healer secondary, boom, I press the top button, primary target, focus target. And then let's say that like we're attacking and I we're DPSing down the primary target. I want a CC chain, quick freeze, bottom button, quick switch. We're not killing the healer, quick switch again. We're not killing the DPS, quick switch again. So this bond focus macro helps me switch targets very easily between focus and non-focus. I also have some keybinds set up for scattering the focus or silencing the focus. So if I need to keep attacking my primary target, but I want to silence my focus, or I want to scatter my focus, or I want to trap my focus, it's all there. So yeah, like these four very basic quality of life improvements have really upped my game. And now I'm gonna show you guys an arena video where I kind of try to put this all together, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so we're in the arena now. We're going against double rogues. So this is actually one of those situations where having trap macros where you don't have to double click is going to be extremely clutch, because I need to be able to react very fast to double rogues. I also probably need to get my Aura Sacrifice as well as a high explosive trap. I use a macro for a cursor on a high explosive trap so I can drop it real quick, and I'm going to anticipate that I probably die. So the focus of this video probably isn't to win. I just want to announce when I use things to show you the quality of life improvement when you macro everything. Well, not everything, but just the important stuff that I mentioned. So let's do this. Rogues are gonna... Oh, as a hunter, make sure you always have track hidden on. Alright, this is gonna be clutch. Alright, so I'm gonna try to catch one of them, see if I can get aggressive here. Failed and use Aspect Vegeta for no reason. It's all good. I'm gonna play a trap here. I'm gonna play my explosive trap here. And I'm spamming my button to try to catch somebody. Got someone here. Why did that binding shot? See that quick binding shot? And disoriented. Resonating arrow. Shit. Damn, dude. Get my pet out. Hopefully I kill this guy. Got a bubble. Put on this guy. Explosive shot. CC him. Oh fuck, I didn't even have him targeted. That was my bad. Okay. I need a fucking binding shot him. Aim shot. There we go. I played pretty sloppy on that one, but we got the W.